Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. I wanted to thank everybody who's been watching what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. This is all very, very new to me, brand new to me, in fact. I've really grown to love the tarot, but it's very recent for me, and I very much appreciate your patience in my sound quality and the vision that, the camera. All these things I really hope to get better. But first of all, I'm just concentrating on trying to make my delivery as good as I can so that I can make the readings as good as I can. And as I improve, all these little things that are not quite so good at the moment will get better as well. So thank you so much for all your kind comments. And I'm really pleased to share this very new journey with you. So I'm bowled over that you're watching. I'm very, very happy. Today, I want to do a reading on Meghan Markle versus Diana, Princess of Wales. And the reason I'm doing this is because Harry has so often said how much Meghan is like his mother. And I don't think anybody can see that. She's nothing like Diana, but in his eyes, he seems to think that she's almost her reincarnation. She's so much like Diana. So I want to see what the cards say and what the universe says about this comparison. So we're going to look at Diana, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle. I've already shuffled, so I'm just going to pull a few cards for Diana and then a few cards for Meghan Markle, and we'll just compare and contrast and see what happens. So first of all, I'm asking for Diana. Diana, Princess of Wales. Could I have some energy on her? What the universe can tell us about who she was, what she was. Diana, Princess of Wales. I'm going to take that. Well, there are a couple there. Let's take these. There we go. Have that and that. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Let's have one more for Diana. What can the universe tell us? Some flips there. Oh, look, I'm going to take that one because that one obviously wanted to be heard. And Temperance. Okay. So let's just shifty those over. So that's Diana. Let's just change the energy and see what the cards can tell us about Meghan Markle. I want the energy for Meghan Markle, please. That one is definitely wanting to come out. Meghan Markle, please. Just got a little bit cold. That's very strange. I've just got this cold feeling up my back. Oh, okay. Meghan Markle, please. The energy of Meghan Markle. This is very weird. Very strange feeling. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle's energy, please. What the spirits and angels can tell me about Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, please. What the divine wants to tell us all about Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, oh, almost flipped. Come on, come on. Show me Meghan Markle. There you are. That one did. Let's have that one. Okay, very different energy. All right, so let's start off with Diana. So on this side we have Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Temperance. Okay, so Ace of Cups is someone who is very emotional, very, very much wears her heart on her sleeve. She always called herself the Queen of Hearts. And this is very much sort of wearing your heart on your sleeve. Ace of Cups, going into things with compassion, with so much love in your heart. Anything that she took on, if she chose to take on a charity or whatever it was, she would give it 100% and it would come from her heart and she would give it all she's got. And this is a lovely energy, absolutely a lovely energy. Just everything she's got. It's very very emotional. Lovely energy there. And then we're going on to the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is pretty fiery, but she could be. So you know, the Queen of Wands, again, it's passion. She was all sort of passion and emotion, and I don't think that she could hide it. If she was hurt about something, or if she was loving something, she just showed it. And equally, if she was upset by something, again, she couldn't hide it. She wore her emotions again on her sleeve. She showed everything. And the Queen of Wands is very much a passionate queen. She was very passionate about her sons, very passionate about her charity work. So, you know, very fiery, very fiery. And then we have Temperance. I think she tried to balance those two things. She tried to balance being earthy. You know, people always said, oh, she's very down to earth, and I think that was important to her. And she tried to bring her sons up like that as well, that they were very grounded. And you see in here the cups with the roots, and it was very important to her that her boys were brought up with roots, that they weren't too much up in the air over things, which unfortunately has gone wrong with Harry, but I think it's worked out well with William. So, you know, that didn't quite work, but I think that her idea of Temperance was, you know, going out to the people, being the people's princess. Again, more cups here, more emotion. So it's very much emotions and passion. And I think that sums her up beautifully. You know, no swords, nothing sharp, nothing spiteful. I think that if ever she was very direct in what she said, it didn't come from spite. I just think it was her passion in her and her emotion that might have caused her sometimes to speak the way that she did in the latter years. So, you know, passion and emotion. Wonderful. And then we come over to Meghan Markle. Now, this is a woman who is, according to Harry, the mirror image of his mother, just like Diana. Well, got a couple of reversals here. We have the Magician in reverse. People see through this woman. She is very deceptive, and you know, quite often if the Magician is this way up, you get away with it. You know, you can be crafty and sneaky, and you can cause things to happen, a little bit of jiggery pokery, and you know, things happen and people just you know, gloss over it, and it's fine. Oh, how wonderful, you've caused this to happen, and you've used all the tools you've got to make this happen, and they've been sort of vastly overlooked at how you've done it. But when it's this way up, people see through your actions. So they see the deception, they see the sort of I won't say witchcraft involved. I don't mean witchcraft, but I mean, you know, the underhandedness, the deceptiveness. They see it. People have seen through it. There was no deceptiveness over here. It came from the heart. Sometimes it was misjudged, but it came from the heart and it came from passion. Here, it's deception. And here we have the Five of Cups. With this particular Five of Cups, woe is me. I always look on this as being, oh, poor me. Oh, dear. Oh, you're picking on me. It's all gone wrong. Hand, you know, head in your hand. Not thinking about everything you've got behind her. She's got these two cups that are full, and she could concentrate on that and think, oh, you know, I'm going to make the most of what I've got. But no, let's focus on the disaster, and let's make a crisis out of the drama. And this is very much a Markle sort of energy. Woe is me, poor me, pity me. Oh, it's all gone wrong, and none of it was my fault. None of it was my fault. And then we have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, again, we've got some sword energy here now, some sort of spiteful, could be spiteful, cutting energy here, and it is in the reverse. But let's look at it up the right way first. You've got a decision. You have got a decision to make. In this particular depiction, she hasn't got a face. Quite often she'd be blindfolded, or he would be blindfolded. But here there's no face. Just doesn't know which way to go. With this way up, I see that her choices have been removed from her, and she's done it to herself. It's not a case of don't know which way to go. You've literally tied yourself up in knots, and you've whatever you choose, you can't win because you've brought this situation on yourself. It's a situation of your own making, and you really have put yourself in a corner, and you can't see a way out because you've just every avenue that could be open to you, you've blocked off. So these are two very, very different energies. So I'd just like to get from the pack divine guidance. What does the universe say about these two women? And I'm going to pull one card for Diana, please. A card for Diana. Diana, Princess of Wales, the late Diana, Princess of Wales. Could I have one card that the universe, and we have got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And then can I have one card, please, for Meghan Markle? One card for Meghan Markle, although that wants to flip. I'm going to put it back in. I don't know what it was. Okay, Seven of Swords reverse for Diana, and one for Meghan Markle. From the universe, please. I'm going to take that. The Six of Swords, interesting, both swords energy here. So with the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords is deception and getting ready to stab someone in the back. I think that with it reversed, she had let go. By the time she passed, she'd let go of any bitterness that she had. I think that towards the end of her marriage and during the divorce, it was very much her and Charles pitted against each other, and there's very much this sort of backstabbing, this quite cruel energy that didn't serve either of them. But I think that by the time she passed, this had gone. This is just letting go of these swords, you know, and I think that the point of all the fighting had gone. There was no need anymore to try and prove anything. She was ready to move on with her life and let that go. Just let that go. There's no point in, you know, hiding in the wings like this person is and spying on someone and thinking, oh, you know, where can I place my next sword in them? Where can I do the most damage? No, it didn't serve her, and she had let it go. And she was ready to move on with her life. But unfortunately, events happened and she was never able to do that. And then we have with Meghan Markle, we have the Six of Swords. Now, this is very funny because this one I see is moving on. This one would be moving on if it was upright, the Six of Swords. Taking that, it doesn't have to be a journey, although we've got a winged bird. We've got a bird in flight with someone on its back, and they're traveling. And in the Rider-Waite pack, it would be the couple on the boat moving off to calmer waters. But this could just be, you know, moving on to a new project, moving on to a new phase of life. It doesn't have to be a journey overseas or anything like that. And if it was that way up, I would say that it would be similar to this, you know, moving on, letting go, but it's not. It's the other way up. So I see this as she is stuck. She's stuck where she is. She can't move again because she's in the Two of Swords reversed. She can't move on because she's done this of her own making. So let's just recap. Diana, full of passion, full of love and emotion, as grounded as she could be. I mean, let's face it, she was a princess, and you know, how grounded can you be? But as grounded as a princess can be, and a very sort of loving energy here, who went through a terrible divorce, went through a bad time at the hands of the press and everything, and was not prepared to just let this treachery and stabbing and spying and all those bitter feelings carry on. They had gone on, but she'd let it go, and she just thought, let's move on with my life now. I'm moving on. And unfortunately, we never know what could have happened to her and what sort of life she would have led. Now, with this lady over here, Meghan Markle, we have, just to recap again, public see through her. They see through the deception, they see through the jiggery pokery and the lies and the, you know, oh, watch this hand while that hand does something sneaky. They can see the deception. They can see the poor me, woe is me. Oh, you're all picking on me. I've got my head in my hands and I'm crying because everything's gone wrong. It's not my fault. And she's put herself in a corner, really backed herself in. She's got no choice that way up. Choices about what she can do this way up. No, well, you haven't got any choices because you've really scuppered yourself. And then this way up with the Six of Wands, instead of moving on like Diana did, no, she can't. She's stuck. She's totally stuck in this situation. And I don't know quite what is going to resolve to get her out of it. But people are continuing to see through her, and it's like a cycle of getting worse, whereas this was a cycle of improving and moving on up and learning. This is the other thing. I see this as learning from your life, moving on and having learned a lesson in life. And by the time she'd left this earth plane, she had learned, and she was, you know, she could have been ready to go on to a whole new chapter, which never happened. With this one, there's no lesson learned. It's just like Groundhog Day repeating itself. And until something changes, she would just spiral down and down and down because she is stuck. So, my dears, that is it. That's Diana and Meghan Markle as I see them. And I see them nothing like each other at all. So where Harry gets off on saying that Meghan is just like his mother, God only knows. But that's my reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back again soon for another one. Thank you. Bye-bye.